Hey everyone, Stephanie Maye here, and we are covering all of what happened in 2023. We focus on Simcoe County, we speak to Simcoe County, and regardless of whatever you're reading in the newspapers, I'm here to share with you what actually went down here. So one of the drivers of sales this year was still pent-up demand in the construction industry. And we had plenty of projects that were still ongoing that had to get finalized. And so there were plenty of businesses that needed to grow, expand, and continue their migration from Toronto into the Simcoe County market. One of the other drivers of sales was the fact that the banks had started to slow down the flow of their capital and what they were lending on. And many investors, instead of keeping their money in stock market and not being sure of the volatility with that, they decided to buy more dirt. Literally, more agricultural land parcels were purchased this year. Also, development land projects were picked up in a bigger proportion compared to all the other asset classes. So your industrial buildings, your multifamily, those were less than in years gone by, but the agricultural land and development land parcels were both heavily sought after this year in Simcoe County. Obviously, we talked a lot about affordable housing throughout the year, and immigration is ongoing, so that's not going away. In terms of the availability of parcels coming available, there have been a number of projects that have been applied for, that have been green lighted, got their approvals. So we anticipate that the construction industry is going to continue to do well into 2025. And then as far as labor goes, I can't tell you how many new employees are coming into this area, new families into Simcoe County. Many jobs are already moving north. We have helped a number of companies move from Toronto, from the GTA into this area, and the city is actively looking to expand their employment lands so that more companies find a home within Simcoe County, within Barrie. One of the surprises in this whole year was that office vacancy rates dropped, and that made a huge, it's a bit of a story really, because when the world is talking about how work from home is here to stay, many businesses recognize that they're going to move their businesses to where their labor pool already is, and then they can have a quality of life. They don't necessarily have to work from home, and they can still have a good culture for their businesses. And the bank rates, we had 3 interest rate hikes in this year. The interest rate hikes stopped in July. And so the second half of the year, I think many investors, you can see in our statistics that there was a slowdown in the number of transactions in the third and fourth quarter of 2023. And I think it's really just watching and waiting to see if there was going to be any fallout from the 8 interest rate hikes that had happened previous to July. All in all, we had a great year. Simcoe County is growing. It is going to continue to flourish. You can see the diversity of employment that's here. EV made its footprint into town, and some of the money that the government was offering the EV industry landed with Honda, so that they could expand their plant into 2 more vehicles that are offering hybrid vehicles. So in any case, we're very excited about the growth here, with notable transactions occurring in 2023, mostly Q1 and Q2, but we had 101 acres transact for $82 million in Bradford. That was clearly in the development path. 3270 Monarch Drive, a great retail asset in the north side of Orillia, for $75 million. In the north end of Barrie, we had a fabulous multifamily property transact for $53.9 million. So these are great assets. We've got a fabulous industrial property that was picked up by a real estate investment trust, and that was on the south end of Barrie for $50 million. That was a 200,000 square foot facility with excess land for further addition. Thanks everyone. You can feel free to follow, like, share, subscribe. We can provide more information for you in the future as you are considering what investments and opportunities lay ahead for your business and its growth in Simcoe County.